This is Dan and the Bups presents Jack Elrod's Mark Trail.
It's time for Mark Trail.
Hey, look at that deer.
It's time for Mark Trail.
And there's a detailed duck.
It's time for Mark Trail.
Take a gander at those geese. The episode is the Wes and Shelley Thompson camping trip.
Wes, what a surprise.
Good morning, Shelley. I'd like to talk to you.
Yes, honey? What do you want to talk about?
How would you like to go on a camping trip?
Oh, Wes, you know I don't really care for the outdoors.
Oh, come on, dear. It'll be fun.
In the New York office of Woods and Wildlife magazine.
The article you did on the fishing tournament was great, Mark.
Thanks, Bill.
Mark, I need to ask you a question. More of a personal favor. My old friend Wesley Thompson called me the other day. He helped fund this magazine when we first started. Let's have lunch, Mark. I need to ask you a favor. Not too long ago, Wes married his girlfriend, Shelley. A sweet girl he's known for years. Wes would like for Shelley to develop the same appreciation for the outdoors that he has. As a personal favor, I'd like to ask you to escort my friends Wes and Shelley Thompson on a camping trip.
Well, there's some good camping places not far from Lost Forest. Lots of good fishing, beautiful scenery, and wildlife.
That's a great idea. You could set up camp and act as a guide, Mark.
I'll see if Cherry will come with us. She would be good company for Shelley.
Thanks, Mark, for agreeing to take Wes and Shelley camping.
It's okay, Bill. I'll enjoy the time away from work.
Later, back at Lost Forest.
Of course I'll go camping with you. I think it would be fun for all of us.
Mark and Cherry watch as a plane arrives at Lost Forest.
That must be Wes and Shelley Thompson coming in now. Bill said Wes flew his own plane. Mark and Cherry Trail? Yes, I'm looking forward to our camping trip. This whole camping trip idea seems silly to me, but I know how much Wes loves the outdoors. I've done a lot of camping and fishing. It can be fun. I know a good place to set up camp. I think you both will enjoy it.
That's great, Mark. Thank you very much.
It's a beautiful, secluded area, not far from a ranger station.
Soon, Mark's camping group takes off and flies towards Rhododendron Lake.
Oh, look.
Yes, we should see a lot of animals this time of year.
Mark and his friend reach their camp at Rhododendron Lake.
Just my luck. Can't get a signal on my phone.
I appreciate your making all of the arrangements, Mark. You did a great job.
Thanks, Wes. I wanted everyone to be comfortable, especially the ladies.
Bring it back slowly and let it straighten out, honey. Then forward.
Oomph. I'm afraid fishing just isn't for me. Why can't I get a cell phone signal out here? Wes?
Yeah?
If you wouldn't mind doing a little flying, I could get some pictures of bighorn sheep up in the mountain.
Shelley, would you and Cherry like to join Mark and me?
To look at sheep? No, thanks.
We can't leave you ladies here alone.
We'll be fine, Wes. You and Mark go ahead. I'll show you that we ladies can take care of ourselves. Toss a couple of cans in the air.
That. Cherry, after shooting like you did, I'm convinced that you ladies can take care of yourselves.
Don't worry about us.
Soon, Mark and Wes take off, leaving the ladies at camp.
This is pretty country, Mark.
I thought you and Shelley might enjoy the mountains. This is Slumber Mountain. Over the ridge is Bighorn Mountain. That's where we're going to get photos of bighorn sheep.
Oh. I think we have a problem. Hang on.
Any chance that you can get us back over water?
I'm trying, but the plane isn't responding. Crunch. Brace yourself, Mark! We're going to crash! The plane's rolling! Crash.
Wes, are you okay?
Yes, but I think my foot is broken.
Hang on. I'll try to get us out of here. I'll get the first aid kit out of the plane and get your foot wrapped up. Then, if you can, we'll head down the mountain.
I don't know what happened, Mark. The controls wouldn't work. I didn't even have time to send a distress signal. We're in a tough situation, Mark. We don't have a radio or cell phone coverage, and we're a long way from camp.
We'll make it, Wes. Try to hang on. While Mark and Wes are away, Cherry and Shelley remain at camp.
Do you and Mark like living in a wilderness area? Yes, we enjoy it. How can you like it? You can't even use your cell phone out here. I'm sorry, Cherry. I don't mean to sound mad. It's just that I enjoy living in the city with Wes. Speaking of Wes, shouldn't he and Mark be back by now? How long have they been gone? They've been gone for over an hour. They should be back by now.
As the sun slowly sets.
Ow! Ow!
What in the world was that? They're wolves. Don't worry, we're safe. I'm beginning to get scared. What could have happened?
After surviving the plane crash, Mark has fashioned a crutch for Wes, and they head down the mountain toward their camp. How are you holding up, Wes? Are you okay?
My foot is killing me, Mark. I think we should rest. Mark, I'm worried about the girls.
Try not to be, Wes. I'm sure Cherry will take care of Shelley. There's no sense in trying to make it back to camp in the dark, Wes. I'll build a shelter for us.
Mark, if I'm not moving better by morning, I want you to go ahead without me and get back to the girls.
Wes! I'm not going to leave you behind.
Someone needs to be there for Shelley. She's not an outdoors person.
In an attempt to keep Shelley Thompson calm, Cherry has made tea on a propane camp stove.
Something terrible has happened. Wes and Mark should have been back by now. Try to keep calm, Shelley. Mark is an experienced woodsman. We might end up being stuck out here. Cherry, what are we going to do? We need to go for help. It's best if we wait, Shelley. We don't want to get lost in the woods. Shelley, there's nothing we can do. Try to stay calm. We should get some rest. Hopefully they'll be back by morning. Okay, Cherry. I'm very tired.
Nearby, the wolves are chasing a cow moose and her calf.
It's light enough to travel. I saw a cabin down the mountain.
My foot still hurts pretty bad, Mark. I'm feeling feverish. However, I want to get back to Shelley. Let's go. I sure am hungry, Mark. I hope we find some food soon.
I'm sure we'll find something. I brought my rifle. Wes will make it somehow. Mark and Wes head down the side of Slumber Mountain.
Mark! I can see the cabin you were talking about. This is not a good way to start a camping trip. I was hoping Shelley would love the outdoors as much as I do.
It's not your fault, Wes. Accidents happen. I don't know, Wes. I've got a really bad feeling that this cabin has been abandoned for a while now. Just as I thought, this cabin has been abandoned. We're in luck, Wes. There's a discarded canoe. The cow moose and her calf, chased by the wolves, run through the camp where Cherry and Shelley Thompson are sleeping. The frightened moose run into the propane camp stove. After being knocked over by the moose, the propane camp stove tumbles into the smoldering campfire.
Mark and Wes have been gone all night. Something must have happened.
The tank of the propane camp stove that was knocked into the smoldering campfire heats slowly until...
Boom.
What in the
world was that?
Shelley, we've got to get out of here. The whole camp is on fire.
What?
Mark, did you hear that?
I sure did. It sounded like an explosion.
And there's smoke.
It looks like there's a forest fire near our camp.
We've got to get to the girls as quickly as we can.
Meanwhile, back at the camp, the fire started by the exploding propane tank burns out of control.
Come on, Shelley. Let's head for the lake. I can barely see anything. We're gonna die here, Cherry. We're gonna die. I told Wes I didn't want to go on this stupid trip. I'm sorry, Shelley. Just stay calm.
A mother bear and her cub run towards the lake to escape the fire.
Shelley, I think I can see a canoe on the lake. There is a canoe. It has 2 men in it, and they're heading this way. Help! Over here!
Look, Wes. It's the girls and a bear. We've got to get there fast.
Cherry, look! It's a mother bear and her cub.
Shelley, it's a mother grizzly. Run for that tree, quick!
The mother grizzly, thinking her cub is being threatened, runs towards Cherry and Shelley.
Shelley, hurry.
Unable to escape the attacking grizzly, Cherry falls to the ground and plays dead. The old grizzly nudges Cherry to be sure her cub is not in danger.
Mark! The bear's attacking Cherry!
I see it.
Pow. Pow.
Mark's shot grazes the old grizzly and frightens it away. Are you okay?
I think so, but that bear got my shoulder pretty good.
Looks like Cherry and I could both use a doctor.
The canoe is our only way out. Mark and his friends leave their smoldering camp in search of help. There's a ranger station on the southern side of Rhododendron Lake. We'll be there in about an hour. Later, Mark and Cherry, along with Shelley and Wes Thompson, are at the ranger station.
I've done the best I can, but you should see a doctor when you get home.
We can leave when you feel like it. Ranger Wilson has made arrangements for us to get home.
I'm afraid this trip has put a damper on Shelley appreciating the outdoors as much as I do.
I may never turn out to be an outdoor girl, but I can say this little adventure has taught me something. I can't live without my cell phone. It sure feels good to be back at Lost Forest after that camping trip with Wes and Shelley.
They certainly disagree on their appreciation of the outdoors.
I know not everyone enjoys the outdoors, but maybe Shelley would change her mind. I enjoy the outdoors and love living in a wilderness area.
Cherry, being married to you and living here in a beautiful place like Lost Forest makes me feel like the luckiest guy in the world. Come back next time for Dan and the Bups presents Jack Elrod's Mark Trail.